I don't think I'm going to miss one today.
See, that's the most putts you've made in 2 years.
Small grips have a reputation to allow the player to rotate the putter more, right? Have more feel in the hands.
Yeah.
The bigger grips are recommended or sort of designed to decrease rotation.
Yeah, quiet the hands.
But it's not really done that too much.
No.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So obviously it's putter month with us here at Club Champion at all of our stores across North America. And we are continuing to delve into the intricacies of the value of putter fitting for you guys and some of the things that we look at. So today what we want to dive into is putter grip fitting. There's so many different options now in the market, Mikey. It's very hard, I think, for the consumer to sort of decipher what should they be into, what's going to benefit, and really what are the differences between all of the different options we have.
For sure. I think the market is saturated with Super Stroke, and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people I play golf with, they all use Super Strokes, but you ask them, you know, why, and they go, just because. So they've never really been fit for a putter and or a grip.
Right.
So this will be a good test.
Yeah, we've got three totally different sizes. This being our sort of original. You know, there's the Pingman, there's the you know, Scottish Studio Grip.
Yep.
This very, very thin style. Again, we won't kind of at the minute talk about really what that's supposed to do. Let's just let the numbers kind of figure that out, because it is not the same for everyone, you guys. I think when people place their hands on the putter in a certain position, there's a grip pressure implication, etc., different things happen. We've got something more in the middle with this Pro-Only Golf Pride.
Yeah, 81cc.
Yeah, lovely, lovely sort of, we call it a little mid-size.
Yeah, it's got almost like a rib down the back.
Yep. And then we're into the Super Stroke. We've got the Tour 2.0, which again is part of our, you know, Odyssey Fit kit here. So three totally different sizes, and let's dive in to see if there's really much of a difference. We're going to use
Triple wide?
triple wide, not just a double wide. We're going triple. Going wide. A putter that I like it, and I'm curious to see how it rolls. 34 inches in the length, Mikey.
Yep, all stroke labs.
Let's see.
Okay.
Grip number one, our smallest option. It's much smaller than I use, quite comparable to what you like.
Similar,
You've used these in the
those.
past.
Yeah.
I'm probably more of a number two in grip size. I use that, obviously, that Scotty Matador. Exactly that size. That's what I love. I have tinkered around with something a little bit bigger. I'm trying, if anything, to reduce face rotation right now. So let's see if any of these have any impact on that. Pure as the driven.
Never a doubt.
Pure as the driven snow, Michael. A little bit launchy.
Yep. Good punt nonetheless.
Not too bad. Enough good things for it to go to its home.
Same better launch there. 1.6. Much better.
I think consistency is the key, the word. It's the important word when it comes to club fitting, or putter fitting specifically. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to always be right, but it has to always be consistent.
Right.
So when you develop that pattern, you can then do the same thing over and over again, right? Your green reading adapts to your face angle impact, etc. So that's one thing I'm looking for in this test is which one of these options gives me the same impact over and over again. But this feels pretty good. Felt like a better stroke, actually.
Good, still a little launchy, but good.
Not too bad, yeah. Not too bad. All right, let's give us putter two. The rib is very prominent in this thing.
It's a bit severe, aggressive.
Aye.
An aggressive rib.
I don't think I'm going to miss one today.
See, this is the most putts you've made in 2 years.
My confidence is high. It's white hot, baby.
Better launch. Fraction high, but better.
A little bit more of the left half.
Yep. Going to that larger grip, does it take head weight away?
Yeah.
Uncomfortable feeling?
No, it's actually nice.
Okay.
So this is nice. It's the one I've been most comfortable with, interestingly.
When you're rolling it well anyways, does the larger grip just increase confidence?
The balance point is to your point of, does it change the weight? Yeah, it did. It made it feel a little bit on the lighter side. It felt like I could move the putter a little bit more, which was nice. I'd like to just quickly run through one more quick thing with it.
Okay.
Because I know this putter's not quite the right head based on what we're seeing. Jeez. Okay, so different club head. We want to kind of look at some slightly different things just to see, again, if we dial in the specs that little bit further, what do we get from the grips? Yeah. We're still focused on that.
A putter you're familiar with?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, much better.
Take that.
Line goes in a better spot too.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to make it a little bit more upright, make some changes to my setup. I'm standing a little bit closer. I'm trying to reduce some of that face rotation. Trying to move the weight forward onto the fronts of the feet, eyes over the ball, hands a little bit more elevated.
You should probably just use this putter all season.
I'm serious top spin
Yeah,
activity.
no kidding. Holy moly.
Okay. Don't need to lean the shaft quite as much. Okay, one more, then we'll change to this medium grip again, Mikey.
Side door. Yeah, really good.
Better. Okay, medium size.
Launch is in a better window now. It's consistent. It's not jumping your launch with this blade.
Good.
So good. Mm-hmm. So good. No numbers with your champion choice like this.
Look at that one. Hell of a good one to finish with.
So good.
Let's take a little look here. Putt number 1. We had the obviously triple wide with a small grip.
Yep.
Face angle range was not too bad.
Yeah, pretty tight.
Yeah, half a degree of fluctuation, which is okay. We saw the face rotation at 25 degrees per second, not too bad. You know, keeping it under, I think under 30 generally is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think last time we done a video, I was between 40 and 50.
Right, okay.
So, you know, I've been working some things to cut that down. It's a big, in terms of hitting your start line, you know, maybe if you can, Mikey, click on putt number 10 there. We obviously talk about sort of the 1 degree open versus 1 degree closed, right? So there we've got 2 inches before impact.
Yeah.
We get to 1 degree open. So from there we're closing. And then obviously we get it pretty good at impact. And then we actually stay under 1 degree closed all the way through. So I could have made contact anywhere in a 5-inch zone and I would have made that putt.
Yeah.
If we go to ball data, push-pull ratio, it just happened to be that was a real good one,
yeah,
right?
That's nice.
Back to summary for me again. So in terms of the first putter, yeah, really quite liked it. But I think it was some interesting things as we kind of started off with the putters themselves. Look at the path difference.
Yeah.
Right, with that triple wide, I had a tendency to be out to in. Then when I got the Odyssey 1, I had a tendency to be right on the path.
Yeah, neutral, really tight, yeah.
Which, and this is a grip video, so we're talking really about there's no pattern there to the grips. That's actually just the putter head itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that we would have been looking for to see what is the grip, what influence does the grip have, and would have been on this face rotation. Small grips have a reputation to allow the player to rotate the putter more, right? Have more feel in the hands.
Yeah.
The bigger grips are sort of recommended or sort of designed to decrease rotation.
Yeah. Quiet the hands.
But it never really done that too much.
No.
Really, if we look at, the two sets of data that we hit with the larger grip was 1, 2, 3. So there.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, bigger grip. So 21 degrees of rotation was our second lowest.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the very last one we hit with the smallest grip. The smallest grip actually had the least amount of face rotation.
Interesting. And like we said earlier, that larger grip, you like the feel of it better?
I did. So here was the interesting thing. I never said this to you as I was doing it, but it felt really good in the triple wide. It did not feel good on the Odyssey 1. This one felt great on the Odyssey 1. For whatever reason, not sure.
Yeah. I mean, that triple wide, head weight wise, I mean, maybe a little bit heavier just because there's more mass to the head.
Sometimes it can be an optical thing as well, just bigger, obviously a bigger head as well. Let's see what other we see anything else.
I mean, when we go back to that, the last putter there, I know we look at launch quite a bit, but launch was, pretty tight there as well in that window where you're kind of looking to see it.
Well, there's the first 3 putts. Right, so 2, 1.8, 1.6, 1.1, 0.9, 0.7. Just shows you, how different the launch is between a blade and a call it a little mid mallet in that triple wide. So big difference there. I made some adjustments to my setup. The lie got much better. Forward rotation. Yeah, it's actually in a really nice spot with the triple wide. It got a little bit too much forward rotation. I'd probably if this was one I was using, I'd probably back off the loft a little bit.
Right.
Weaken that ever so slightly. Centered contact, Mikey, that's always an important one. Averaging 0.03, 0.02. I was striking them all really nice today.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. If we look at the ranges, do we see anything? Putt number 1, putt number 2, number 3. Not really.
No, pretty good.
Not really. So nothing concrete, nothing set in stone. I don't think there's anything where we can say definitively, if you do this with your stroke, you have to use this style of putter. For me, the biggest takeaway was the interesting factor of the putter that felt best with one head did not feel the best with the other head.
Definitely. Yeah.
Which I've not actually experienced that before.
I mean, I've played the same style of putter. You've played the same style of putter forever. Mm-hmm. We've changed putter grips and we, always go back and forth. So maybe that's the reason. It's like you said, it doesn't work for every putter.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, guys, so I think the takeaway from that is you really need to go through the process for yourselves in order to decipher which putter grip is going to be the right one for you. 2 totally different head sort of shapes and 2 totally different preferences for me in terms of what I liked.
Yeah, and we both would end up using completely different grips. So a good reason to go get fit, try some stuff. Our studios here, we're able to blow grips on, try different lengths of putters as well. So like we said, it's not just the putter head, the grip definitely can alter feel.
Yeah, we want to give you guys as many options as we possibly can. We like to make grips customizable. We like to make the shaft now customizable. I know my recent putter fitting, that was a big takeaway for me, is that I really felt a lot of play in the shaft that I was in my putter. And you built me 2 putters of the identical head with 2 different shafts. You actually pured those putter shafts in order for us to make them as stable as they possibly can be. And that's something that I think is The 1%'s those marginal gains. We always talk about, you know, the aggregation of marginal gains in order to get you that little 1%. I'll take 1% improvement in every department, whether it's a grip I love, it's a shaft that performs better, loft, lie, a look,
100%.
feel, all those things. I'll take those 1% and I'll add them all up, and it's going to be a meaningful difference, and it would be for you as well. Get yourselves on the Putter Studio. It's going to be something that really could be transformational for your game. We know we hit more strokes with this club than any other one in the bag, guys. It means an awful lot. And speaking of meaning an awful lot, if you don't subscribe to these videos, make sure you do. We're still seeing 50% of the people that watch our videos, Mikey, do not subscribe.
Subscribe, come on.
Subscribe, please. Like and subscribe means an awful lot to us, gives us other opportunities to get out there and, you know, film at places that I'm sure you guys would love to see us film, and with people you'd love to see us film with as well. So like and subscribe to the videos, means an awful lot. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you again soon.